Hello everyone and welcome back to Fire Emblem The Sacred Echoes, a Fire Emblem 8 romhack by hypergammaspaces. My name is Pandan and today we're going to continue on with my cursor, but we're going to continue on with Thieve Shrine. So I'm pretty excited for this one. Let's see here. Let's see. Great. Excellent. Look at that palette. Here we go. Silk! Oh, Silk is looking good. That is a good piece of art. I love the way that, like, her headpiece looks. This Koth shrine is in such poor condition. The mold in the air is overpowering. I must catch my breath. I can keep quiet and stay out of sight. I really wanted to make a joke about a certain place in the US, but I don't want to be mean. I'll say it anyway. Silk is in Cleveland. I'm sorry, Cleveland. Mother Milla, please keep me safe. What do you scrawny little rats want? You got nerve barging in here just as getting to the main event. Kill 'em, boys, and be creative about it. Not if I have anything to say about it. Ah, you've come to help me, have you? The mother must have heard my prayers. Looks like we got here at a good time. Listen, you just stay back and rest, okay? Leave the fighting to us. The mother's blessings be upon you. I can defend myself if I must, but I can also tend to injuries. Please, let me lend you my healing magic as thanks. Survive chapter! Got Silk. Nosferatu. Look at that icon! Costs 0 HP, drains enemy HP. Easy enough. True to Gaiden. A cleric from the Novus Prairie, devout, practical, comma, and wise. I like the Oxford comma, Gamma, and I'm probably going to keep commenting on it. I think it personally sounds better. But I know it's a personal preference. I don't know what you learned. I know when I was in school, like, they basically, like, didn't want to do the Oxford comma, and then once I started working, everyone's like, where's your Oxford comma? So I just kind of got that beaten into me over my professional career. Alright. So here's this map. Again, nice little map. I love this palette. There's a chest, which is interesting because we don't have a way to open it. At least not to my knowledge, but I think I know what's coming. Let's see. So I want Lucas to go down because Lucas needs to get all the experience. And everyone else I think is going to try and promote right now because there's a statue and I think that means we can promote. So we're going to save here and we're going to get started. Alm, do you see that chest? If we had a lockpick, perhaps we could open it, although you'd best get to it before any treasure hunters do. I'll try, Lucas. Sir Myson showed me how to break locks open with my sword. Oh, so that's nice. So Alm has the door pick ability. That's convenient. The mother's blessings can aid those who have worked hard to hone their skills. I'm sure something good will happen if such a person prayed beside the statue of her. 7 turns survive. Alright, so Lucas, get over here. Was gonna go over here to open this. Ooh, the Milla option. So let's see, this is Cliff. Let's get Cliff at least a level before we promote him. Gray, let's do Gray. Let's promote Gray. Look at that art. The mossy stone Milla. So good. Man, this is so good. Brave soldier, you have earned the right to greater power. So we got all the classic choices. Heck. So normally I do Mercenary Gray. It's like a really obvious choice for him. But I don't really want to because I've done that in both my Gaiden and my SOV runs. I've heard Mage Gray is kind of a meme, but I love that palette. I kind of want to do it just for the palette, honestly. Soldier, also a great palette. These palettes are fantastic. And I'm pretty sure that Gamma had to do like some custom ASM to one, get like these 5 promos to work, but also to get the all the palettes to stay inserted for you, because you're not supposed to have this many palettes on a character. FE8 does not do that. Anyone who's done palettes in FE8 can tell you there's a limited number of palettes you can have, and it's generally tied to just like the max like a trainee unit would have, for example. Which I think is 6. So this is already, we're already at 6 before we've even gotten to like that mid-tier promotion. So there's some custom work had to be done here. I kind of want to do Mage Gray for the palette, but I also kind of want to do Cav Gray for the palette and for horses. So I think we're going to do Cav Gray because I've never done that. And I think rescue dropping will be really useful. Defense and con. Alright. Look at that movement. Alright, let's, Faye. I know we're promoting Faye too. So Faye has more options than she did in Vanilla, which I really like. Mage Faye, Archer Faye. Archer Faye for Fire Emblem Heroes canon. Cavalier. Pegasus Knight. I'm not crazy about this Peg palette, man. I get what you're going for, but I just don't... I think the Peg just like, at this like caramel color just doesn't really work well for me. But I'm not opposed to it. Cleric. That's a good Cleric. Cleric is like... It's hard to not want to make Faye a Cleric, honestly, but Flower Utility in a game with Rescue... Hard to argue with. Hard to argue with. So we're definitely not doing the most optimal choices here. At least in terms of vanilla. Maybe we're optimizing for GBA. Look at that speed gain. Alright. Alright. And then Tobin. Brave soldier. You have earned the right to greater power. Merc. Cavalier. Archer. Soldier. This is tricky, man. In Gaiden, I made him a merc. In SOV, I made him a mage. Part of me wants to do archer. More cabs. You know what? I do want a mage, so it's gonna be Tobin. It feels weird not making anyone a mercenary. There's like part of me, like, I know I might seem calm on camera right now, but there's part of me that's like, oh my god, I'm not making anyone a mercenary. This is gonna be a problem. That's fine. Heal up. It's got the heal music. That's so good. And then Silk's palette looking great. This game looks great. There we go, Lucas. Lucas is gonna promote this chapter. That's my mission. Peg Faye, probably doubling. There we go. Yeah, like Cleric Faye is great for all the utility, and like in FE15, I would definitely recommend if you're playing that for the first time to go Cleric. In this type of game, I don't see as much urgency with that. Alright, thanks, Cliff. Do I want to make Cliff a mage too? Do I want to go double mage? Oh, hello. New character. What's the boss man thinking, huh? I signed up for snatching treasure. Not making a hostage of some innocent priestess. Big opportunity to raid the treasury while they're distracted, but... I can't just walk away from a face like that. Guess I gotta actually do some good with my life now, huh? Alright, so this is Acantha, a mischievous thief who appreciates good wine and pretty faces. As someone told me yesterday, she's a Vision Quest character. But that's really funny. So he had a Thieve, so this is like the first of his ads to the game, and you can recruit her with Silk. Wait, you're the one who opened the door to my cell. Hey, keep your voice down. Yeah, that was me. Don't let my boys hear about it, though, or I'm toast. Risk your life to do a good deed. You have my gratitude. I love this recruitment theme. Well, I don't intend to make a habit out of that, so see ya. Wait, please. These kind of people are here to help me as well. Maybe it would be prudent if we work together to get out of here. What the hell? Fine. Maybe what the hell? Question mark? Fine. I can't turn down a girl like you. Stay close. I'll handle the fighting. I see. Then I'll do my best to support you with my magic. Aw. Alright, let's see. Acantha. Thief time. Alright, so... Tobin. So good. Cliff time. Let's see. So, I absolutely loved using Mercenary Cliff because he's so dominant. Mage Cliff, I've never tried, even though it's canon. I kind of wanted to run 2 mages because I think it would just be fun. But I feel like that's going to cause me some issues in some of the later maps. So I think we're just going to like have 1 insurance character and do Mercenary. I feel like in the original, yeah, it's hard to deny like just how good the Mercenary stats are. Like Cliff is dominant now. Alright, let's see. Gray's doubling. Look at these salvage knight animations. Gray being a cavalier, I don't know, something about it feels funny to me. But I know this is not like a totally uncommon choice. And what's nice too, because like the regular bows are 0 might, they're not super effective against Fae. It's just damage. Okay. I like the pressure on this map so far, even if no one's doing that much damage because it's Gaiden. Just the enemies and where they're placed, it definitely feels like a lot of pressure. This early game is very much about just like feeding kills. We'll get Alm over here. It's about the setup here. I feel like this would be more fun on hard mode. Like, my recommendation, Gamma, is as you think about hard mode, if it's something that you want to prioritize at all, I could see like hard mode being a really cool opportunity to get very experimental with the experience of the game. Good dodge. Like, for example, like, if you were to, like, design hard mode to feel more like Gaiden, but with, like, vanilla GBA parameters, and, like, kind of depart more from, like, the Gaiden formula, that would be, I think, a really interesting way to go about doing hard mode. Because I feel like a chapter like this would be really hard in GBA parameters. Just, like, assuming, like, the enemies actually did more than, like, 3 damage per hit. I'm curious what your plans are for it. But like as normal as the intended experience, like this is really fun. It's Gaiden, man. It's hard to not like Gaiden, in my opinion. It's also clear to see too, just like how much 3 houses. I think everyone says 3 houses pulls a lot from genealogy, which is not wrong. But I think really Gaiden is like where a lot of the influence comes from too. Like, Kazakihara directed both SOV and 3 Houses, and it's very clear to see that, like, if the guy bothered to do a remake of Gaiden, which, like, no one was expecting that we'd ever get, like, full stop, no one expected that. If you were expecting a Gaiden remake, then you're lying. But, regardless, come on, Merc Cliff. Nice dodge. Not used to archers attacking at 1 range. Gotta remember that. Lucas. Yeah, like if you were expecting a Gaiden remake, then you're lying. But Kazakihara directed it, and he also directed 3 Houses. It's very clear that he loves Gaiden. Because a lot of the things that 3 Houses does, I think, is very much derivative of Gaiden. I think the class system is very derivative of Gaiden's in a lot of ways. I think the Gaiden implementation is better because it's more linear. But it's clear that like he had his influences, which is cool. It's very cool. And it's nice to see like intelligence systems continue to draw upon some of these older games that are arguably still like more obscure to the masses. In retrospect, I probably should have gone for the Thief. We'll be fine. Look at this 10 strength power peg. Okay, goes for Faye. Nada. Nah, though. This is why I didn't go Archer, because the hit rates are just so bad. Who do you think you are? Saving one wench will make the world any less of a pit. This poor guy. He's just having a really hard time. That's why he acted out and became a bandit. Alright. Might be another level up for Lucas. Alright. Alright, we can probably level. We can promote Lucas now. We just have to get him this kill. Which he can do. All by himself. We could have done some chip with Tobin to make this a little bit more of a guarantee, but it's fine. Two hundos. Map doesn't end. Good. I think that's appropriate here. Let's give this to Tobin. Or not. Faye, snag this. I can't wait for LTCers to play this and just like make everyone calves or rescue drop Gaiden strats. Silk. Nice. Look at that Nosferatu spell though. Very cool. Iron Sword, nifty. Movement. Movement is king. Such a nice look. Such a clean palette, man. That's gonna be such a pleasure to look at. HP. Gray. I feel like he's gonna fall off super hard. Alright. Let's get over here. So we cleared out the map in 5 turns. Gamma, what I might recommend for the survive map is when these guys show up here on this side, I'd have more guys come in on this side and maybe from the top too. Like, these guys don't do that much damage. So I feel like there's not that much risk of having more enemies just to apply pressure. Just something I thought, just something to think about. The crit, though. Nice one, Cliff. Lucas can promote now. Oh, he's not. He can't promote yet. Hack. We're getting close, though. Let's heal up Gray. Yeah, I think this map needs a little bit more pressure. Okay, Cliff's gonna steal this one, which is fine. Cliff is so dominant now. Still go for Cliff. They're asking for death. Missing a 96. Damn, is this 1RN? If it is, I love it. I love 1RN. Unironically love 1RN. Alright, let's see. There we go, that's some pressure. Okay, Lucas should be able to finish this off. There we go. Thank you, Cliff. Be enough to promote. Please. No, we're so close. Dang it all to hack. Alright, we're gonna see some Acantha, I think. Thank you, Mage Tobin. This weapon triangle. Iron Sword. Nice simple palette. Unfortunately, like, the female thief palettes are a little limited in what you can do because of how they share shades and things, but it works. 8-8-6-6-6-8. Celica's probably dead if she doesn't land this, but we have movement. Let's get started on these guys. Alright, now Silk can snag. Snag the kill. Nope. Which we tried. Gonna double. Yep. Let's see how long gray doubling lasts for. Acantha. Okay. Goes for Silk from long range. Nah, though. Survive last turn. Give me that. Good. Good, Silk. Acantha with the Iron Sword. Don't know if she'll be holding on to that. Does definitely help with her damage. And then... yeah, Gray's gotta get this kill because he gets the least out of the bonus experience, so... something interesting, with bonus experience like this, it definitely makes it a little bit more intriguing to try and optimize like what you give when you give kills and like trying to make sure that you like level up before the end of maps. All deployed units gain bonus experience. Alright. Sir, please allow me to give you my thanks. You truly helped me out of a bind. No thanks needed. It's the least we can do. What's your name? I am Silk. I hail from a priory far to the east, on the island of Novus. So wait, did that chapter end because the archer set a flag for it to end? Or was it, did it just check that there was no one left? So, Silk, what brings a woman of the cloth like you so far from home? I was on a pilgrimage through Zofia to see a man named Sir Myson. I always seemed to run into trouble when I traveled, though, and took shelter in this shrine. Sir Myson, are you serious? He's my grandfather. What, your... May I see the mark on your left hand? Oh, this sure, weird birthmark, huh? And that's not even the weirdest part. A long time ago, I knew a girl had the same mark in her hand. By the mother, so, comma, you're the one, Silk. Providence has brought me to this very shrine. I have something to give you. Please take this. Thank you. I'm sure my grandfather gets it. No, this is definitely for you. This is Milla's Turnwheel. The relic imbued with the mother's power. Let it protect you in the coming days. I promise to take care of it. By the way, how do you use this? You don't use it. It uses you. When the time is right, this relic will give you a sign. I'm not sure I get it, but I'll take your word. Ah, it appears that Mother Milla already wants to show you something. The power of save states. Ah! Siam. This is what happens when you don't brush your teeth. This is what happens when you don't use your pre-promotes. I made that joke yesterday, I'm sorry. Siam, what did you see? It was so clear, Silk. It was horrible. Be calm. What you saw in the vision is not the present. The mother is either telling you what could be or what once was. So the vision is something that's going to happen, something that could happen, and the vision was ill-boding. Perhaps it was a sign that the mother wishes you to take action to prevent it. So, in my travels, I have witnessed the sorry state of our kingdom. With no goddess to bless them and no king to rule, most Sophians are at a loss. And I, for one, refuse to stand by and watch them suffer. I would ask for permission to accompany you on your quest. So there we have it, the Thief Shrine. So I like the reimagining of the map. I like that we get an early game survive map. I think it just needs more pressure. Like the first few turns I think are pretty high pressure, but then the enemies I don't think come in fast enough. I think you could probably add in some more reinforcements. I think it would be really mean to put reinforcements up top, but could also work here. Maybe some more from the bottom that like start chasing you up at like turn 2, because it will take them like a few turns to get there. I think the ones on the right side should come earlier, and then there should be a second wave that comes in like the last turn. Because basically this kind of functions as like a fancy route with a time count, with a time limit right now. And so I think if you want it to really feel like a survive map, you definitely want to add a little bit more pressure with reinforcements. The enemies don't hit very hard, and you're most likely going to be promoted anyway. So you probably won't have too much of a trouble with them. If you were still in a villager class for whatever reason, maybe you would struggle in this map just a touch. But I think just adding a little bit more pressure from the sides, from the top, from the bottom, just as the game progresses would be better. So maybe like, if I was to get super tactical, I would say like 2 brigands from the bottom on like turn 2, and then like an archer and a brigand from the bottom on turn 3. Another 2 brigands from the left side a turn before or after the ones that already show up, and then on the top and or the right another wave of like 2 brigands at or around the same time, like turns 5 and 6. 4, 5, 6 I think need the help. But that's all I got. Thief Shrine. We have Acantha, I'm excited to use, and we have Silk, who is a favorite of mine because Nosferatu priests are fun. But anyway, guys, this has been Thief Shrine of Fire Emblem Sacred Echoes, a Fire Emblem 8 ROM hack by hypergammaspaces. Excited to continue on, and I just love how much this still feels like Gaiden, but yet it still feels fresh. And that, I think, is a great thing. But anyway, guys, until then, I'll see you next time for Ram Valley Pass. So cool. Until next time.